Have you A/B tested your content recommendation strategy? Hi everybody, my name is Greg Crable and this is my podcast, Something I Learned Yesterday, where I take one issue, mostly from the world of publishing, and try to explain it in 3 or 4 minutes. Recommended for you is a successful strategy for engagement and for sales. Amazon recommends products I might want. Spotify recommends music I might like. And they both do a pretty good job at that. The way they do this is they find people who have similar buying or listening habits to me, and then see what's popular within that group. Content websites can do the same thing. I believe it all started with related articles. You'd read an article, and there would be a link at the bottom of the page to similar articles. In some cases, I saw that become a battle between editorial and technological curation. From one perspective, the read more links are part of the message of the page. But what does related article mean? It could mean on the same topic, by the same author, about the same length, at the same level of specificity, right? Similar can mean a lot of things. Is the point to allow the reader to dig more deeply or to browse? If I just read a basic article about infantry in the Civil War, do I want to go more deeply into infantry, or do I want a basic article about cavalry? Is the website designed to educate on a topic or just to get more clicks? Let's say your business has extensive data on your customers and your CDP knows that this particular reader, the one who's reading the page right at that moment, likes to read superficial, slightly humorous stuff on Monday mornings. But somehow he ends up on an article about infantry in the Civil War. Are you going to recommend something related to that article or something related to the behavior you've observed from that visitor? In that case, the more for you section could have nothing to do with warfare at all. Now, there's almost no end to the way you can parse content recommendations. It could be popular articles on the site right now, popular articles in a specific category that the user has expressed interest in, popular articles by an author that the user has frequently read, articles read by visitors who read the current article, articles that visitors with similar browsing history have read. I can go on and on. It'll make your head spin. So let me try to make it simpler. Are you trying to serve the reader, or are you after advertising revenue? In each case, how would you measure success? I'll start with ad revenue because I think that's what most people are trying to do. In that case, your metrics are fairly simple. You want more views of high-value pages. That might just mean more total page views, but not always. For example, if you're running a sponsorship on the section of your website that deals with annuities, you don't really care that the reader is more interested in the Civil War. You want to push him to a page about annuities. And you don't even care if he reads the article, really. You want him to see and/or click on the ads. If, on the other hand, you're trying to serve the reader's interests, that gets more complicated because you need a way to measure satisfaction. Now, you could just ask your readers what they want, but you can also look at statistics like bounce rate, pages per session, time on page, scroll depth, heat maps, that sort of thing. Now, another thing to consider is you might want to give the reader some options. As I discussed above, similar is a squishy word. You could let the reader choose his own path. Maybe go deeper, more from this author, popular articles on this topic, but don't actually say this topic. Name the topic so they know what they're getting. All these things are testable, but only if you have the technology to do them. Sometimes content recommendation engines are very limited. They have a very narrow concept of what content recommendation even means. You want to think about all the ways you might want to recommend content and make sure the technology you use is able to do the kinds of approaches that you want to test. So that's my thought for today. I hope it was helpful. Please leave a comment below, and if there's any way I can help you with your business, please give me a call. You'll see my contact information on the next slide. Thanks so much.